Consumption of content, especially if you're someone like me, well, I'm someone who likes to watch videos instead of read books, typically starts and ends with YouTube. I watch so many YouTube videos that I believe my worldview, the way I look at things, my perspectives, etc., have all been shaped by YouTube. The Marwadi that I am, I dedicated significant time in trying to figure out how you can grow a business using YouTube. And more importantly, is there a way to correlate your YouTube channel growth with business growth? So let me try to answer this question. Can you grow your business by focusing on creating a YouTube channel? So why even bother with YouTube? When you look at how people consume content, you can broadly divide it into two categories: search intent driven content and discovery based content. Search intent driven content starts with Google, when you end up going to Google and typing out your search query. And discovery driven content starts with Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, where you're just scrolling through a feed, discovering newer and newer forms of content. YouTube is one such platform which combines both of them. The YouTube search is one of the largest search engines in the world. We don't count it separately because it's part of Google. But along with the YouTube, the home, the browse, and the suggested section is where a lot of content is discovered on YouTube. Irrespective of your target audience, geography, demography, seniority, whatever it is, in one way or another, your particular target audience will be spending their time on YouTube. Whatever your niche, however unique you may feel it is, you can find an audience for it on YouTube. The fact of the matter is, every single person who is a consumer of content on YouTube gets a tailored experience based on their interests. The YouTube algorithm is consistently trying to figure out the kind of video you would like to watch, when you would like to watch a particular kind of video, and the exact topics which you will be interested in. And as a creator, thanks to this algorithm and thanks to the large YouTube target audience, YouTube will figure out a way to find a target audience for you. Try this simple experiment. Open your feed and open, say, your spouse's feed or maybe your kid's feed. You will see that each one of you see a completely different version of YouTube. The app features may be the same, but the content which comes to you, to your wife, or to your child will be completely unique. Let me give you some examples. There are YouTube channels which primarily focus on creating custom mechanical keyboards. One large channel like this is Teha Types. Now, Teha Types makes some of the most beautiful mechanical keyboards, customized mechanical keyboards which you can find on the market, and he documents this process.
Yeah. I think after swapping the positions, the volume is a little bit more evened out now. I think they're both more similar in volume.
Just by creating these videos in this very small niche, custom mechanical keyboards, he's built a subscriber base of 500,000 plus subscribers and 61 million plus views, most of whom can and eventually will become his clients. Another example which I'd like to share is a channel which I built called Home Banao. It's a channel which we've grown to 44,000 subscribers over the last couple of years. This channel covers a lot of boring topics which you will come across when you're looking to build your own home or do interiors for your home. Now, in this channel, we've worked with brands, professionals to feature their products, their services, their different design styles, whatever you may call it. And this particular channel has delivered crores in business for said professionals and brands through leads, through projects, and through contracts being generated from here. You can see some of the screenshots which I'm showing right now. But the point I'm trying to make is this is a very dedicated niche. You will never watch a video where I'm doing a comparison between laminates, lacquered glass, and acrylic unless and until you're in the market for a content like this. When you're constructing a home, when you're doing interiors for your home, content like this is gold. And YouTube algorithm is one of the best ways to get to this target audience. To give you an example, a simple video which we did where we compared various interior finishes reached 60-70,000 views in a very short span of time because people in that particular niche, in that particular segment in the market, which is, building a new home, searched for it, found it, discovered it in various different ways on YouTube. And the same thing can be replicated for your business. Browse through YouTube for your specific niche, and I guarantee you will come across a lot of channels who may be from your competitors or from people who offer a similar product or service like yours, who are consistently creating content and getting in front of eyeballs of their target audience. Now, as a business owner, when you think about videos, the first thing which will come to your mind is a TV commercial. Here's the problem. The YouTube video is not a TV commercial. It is the show which comes in between these pesky TV commercials. You need to think of creating videos like a TV show. Well, of course, not with that huge budget, but the point here is this: you cannot think about creating YouTube videos from the perspective that you're just creating some commercials. The mistake which I see a lot of business owners, startup owners do is that they look at YouTube from a perspective of, I have to make ads. That just does not work on YouTube. You can go check organically when a brand has uploaded a particular TV commercial on their own YouTube channel. If they have not promoted it, it barely gets any views. A TV commercial is optimized to make sure that every second of that video is designed for you to sell that product or service. A YouTube video, on the other hand, is a way of answering a question your viewer may have. Maybe he wants to hang out with you, or you want to hang out with the creator whom you're watching. The whole vibe is completely different. Sale is a byproduct in a YouTube video. In a TV commercial, the sale is the direct result of what you're trying to do. Now that you know that you're not supposed to be creating ads, you're supposed to be creating YouTube videos, how do you go about identifying topics on which you should be creating YouTube videos? The very first step is to have a very clear idea about your target audience, about your target viewer. Understand their psychology, understand where they spend their time, what problems do they face, what fears they have, what motivates them, and what goals they are trying to achieve. And try to address these points through content related to your business. Having worked with various brands, we try to split a lot of our video content categories into 3 different sections. First category is what we like to call how-to videos. These are direct questions which your viewers, your consumers, your target audience may have. We are trying to address a search query, a question, or a simple FAQ about whatever you offer. The next form of videos are what we like to call hub, which is basically focused on building engagement and trust with your audience. You have your interviews here, your customer testimonials here, your live streams here, case studies which showcases your expertise. And the final form of video, which we suggest brands to do much later in their process, are hero videos. Hero videos are focused on promotional videos. We ask them to probably do this once a month or once a quarter, but don't do this very often. The first 2 kind of videos are what you want to do, your shows. Any business owner will understand that a business is a repeatable, scalable process where every time a particular process is performed, it results in revenue for the company. Similarly, on YouTube, it's a scalable, repeatable process where every time the process is performed, it generates leads for you, it generates orders for you, it generates checkouts for you. So how does this work exactly? Once you consistently start putting out content on YouTube, you end up generating views. And these views can be translated to leads for your business in a very simple way. A simple Google form in the description, a Shopify link on your description to check out, or whatever it may be. A simple call to action is all you need to do to convert a view to revenue for your business. And building the audience and consistently creating videos is the hard part, guys. Because once that's done, generating leads from there is not really that hard. So how do you even know if you're going in the right direction? Compared to a lot of other platforms, traditional videos, existing social media platforms, YouTube gives you a ton of data. Data of where people are watching your videos from, data of what separates them, data of your views, your click-through rates, your audience retention, and I'll explain each one of this in a separate video. But what you need to understand is this, and typically we spend our time when we're working on projects on this. Try to optimize the click-through rate of your video and try to optimize the audience retention through various editing practices. The click-through rate is optimized by having the right topic choice, by having the right kind of thumbnail, and the audience retention is optimized by making sure that the editing is clean. Your views, subscribers, which directly contribute to your revenue generated for your business, are a byproduct of your CTR and your audience retention. And typically that's what we work on. So how do you even produce these videos? If you're starting off and you're a small business owner, my suggestion is just find your target audience, script out a video, hit record on your smartphone, and start uploading it on YouTube. If you're a bigger brand and you need a more professional service, you can work with a company like ours. We go through a process of identifying your target audience, figuring out topics which will appeal to your target audience, scripting them, making sure that it's recorded properly if you have a presenter. If not, hiring some professional presenters to record it, produce it, edit it, ensure it's optimized for YouTube, upload it onto YouTube, work on the title, tags, thumbnails, description, which is things like YouTube SEO and all of that. Subscribe to this channel if you want to know how all of this is done. I'll be covering these in separate videos. And finally, publish it. After publishing, continue to engage with the community, which will eventually get built. Some of the things we ensure when we are uploading a video, there are as few drop-off points as possible, which is people clicking away from watching your video. And we try to maximize the appeal with working on some really interesting title ideas, thumbnail ideas, etc. In conclusion, a YouTube channel is a definite way of building an audience for you to consistently generate leads. You work with a professional company like ours or you do it yourself, please ensure you're leveraging this platform, because unlike a lot of other platforms, YouTube generates a lot of business. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in my next video.